Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. And today, you know what it is, we're back with RGU, our revolutionary girl herself, Utena. And of course, we've got the revolutionary guy himself, Eric, back here in in his home studio, but back on the show to react with me as usual for this one. How are you doing today, RG guy?
Yeah, very much in the studio in the sense that like rappers in 2010 would say they're in the studio. Not in the studio as in I'm like with you in LA. No.
Are they not saying that anymore? That's done.
I haven't listened to much rap since like that run in 2017 when Future released two albums like within 2 weeks of each other, and there was also a Drake album and there was also a Thug album. That was like the last time I was super. So I couldn't tell you.
You're still years ahead of me on that front. My rap taste is more back to when like Utena came out in the mid-90s. But last time I was trying to think of a nickname for you, I didn't come up with anything based on that episode like I wanted to. It's a little more of a serious episode. So I just went pretty simple, pretty basic today with that. But we'll see. This looks like another Nanami episode, so I think silliness will be back on the menu. But yeah, last time, what do you remember from that one?
Morse Pals Abuse, a duel that was not between Utena and anyone else. A duel between
the kendo match, yeah.
The kendo match, right. They activated the castle, but there was no duel happening, so some weird shit started to happen. And then homie tried to kill Utena.
Yes.
And was kicked out of school after Toga saved her. That's what I got.
And got a light slashing on the back, I guess. He orchestrated this whole thing, though.
That's correct.
So we know he's up to stuff. He wants to be like Utena's prince. And we also found out, flashback-wise, he and Toga and Sanji, young fuckboy back in the day, they came upon Utena's her parents' funeral, and she was in there chilling alive in a coffin, trying to hide out.
Was she alive or was she undead?
Well, I guess that's a question to you. I think she was alive. I mean, she would still be undead at this point. So we think revolutionary undead Utena.
Revolutionary vampirus.
Oh, you're trying to get Buffy back in.
I'm always.
Yeah, that's a drinking game for this Anime Monday series. Any Buffy mentions or allusions? No, but I was wondering, did it kind of seem like she had the prince come to her and get her out of that funk, and now she has her whole outlook on life she has now, which is obviously very different from that situation as a kid, that tragedy. So, was that to do with Toga, or was the prince real and came in afterwards, or whatever?
I have a new theory. The prince was Himemia. That's why they look alike. You know, I mentioned last time.
You're very fixated on the fact that, yeah, the skin color angle.
Well, they're the only characters who are. That has to be on purpose, right? I'm going because you know that's like I keep saying she's a golem. She doesn't care what happens to her or whatever. She just serves a purpose or whatever, and people can like hit her if they want to, which this show's not going to stop doing. My new thing is she's actually just like some kind of weapon or energy or something, and she takes whatever form she needs to.
So she could be the bride and the prince, you're saying?
Right. Oh, I hate doing this too. I'd rather just watch the show in like a weekend and figure it out.
Oh, not happening, my man. We're watching it 1 week at a time, maybe 2 in a row sometimes, but live. But we'll be spreading them out every week. Got to keep the series going. Yeah. So we can get into this one then. Actually, let me jump into the a couple comments from the last video. Well, I think people were talking about how I said this. So the other thing we were kind of talking about in our recap, wondering, is someone going to take over on the student council now for Sanji since he got expelled? Who that would be, you know, etc. We got Neri saying, obviously Choo Choo is joining the student council. Him body swapping with Sanji had to be foreshadowing. So I think
why else was he practicing?
That kendo, yeah. So I think they figured it out right there. But then our friend Dr. Doom, who I think commented on the last one, I read some of some of their comment, says, I don't know if this theory is legit as this choo-choo one, but they say, I like the theory that Nanami will be given a student council ring via an animal falling on her out of nowhere. I think that's what you said, Eric. And now that I think about it, that was one of your theories. As for the episode itself, this one has a lot going on. A major theme is illusions and beliefs. Various characters express the belief in this episode that there's no such thing as Santa Claus, etc. True friendship. Yeah, that's what that great chorus was talking about last time. And then they continue. They say a couple more things, continuing. People want to believe in something even if they know it's an illusion. In episode 1, Sanji tells us the castle is kind of a mirage, a trick of the light. He knows it's not real, and yet in this episode he is desperate to go there nonetheless. Kind of like Juri and her miracles. So they're saying that Sanji said the castle's not real. I mean, I guess that would follow, because it did look like it all got destroyed last time and all those things fell on him. He should have died if it was real, like really stones or whatever, right?
Right, it felt like it was reacting to the way they were trying to use it, right?
Yeah, Utena was like platform Mario jumping around it and stuff when it was crumbling.
Well, she's very good at basketball, so that makes sense.
Unless she gets in a body switch, then Anthe will be good at it. But yeah, thanks for commenting, people. Please continue to do it. We love to see it. Love to read it. Without further ado, though, let's get into the old episode here. Nanami's precious thing. Who knows what that'll be? Let's find out.
The precious thing is obviously her brother.
Oh, that's true. Unrequited precious thing. There's Sanji. Is this him leaving the school? Looks like. No limit. Oh, will you?
Alright, come on, man. Okay.
Wow.
That's more what I was expecting.
Straight incinerated it. Alright, well, no Nami in the cold open, but that was a continuation from last episode.
We're getting this right away.
Those eggs cracking. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you just want a rematch, Cherry. You both do.
Oh my god, it's Nanami. They're slapwatched.
Did she slap herself? Oh no, Nanami slapped her, okay. Well, at least it was a new participant in Slapwatch here.
Yeah, someone other than Himemiya can get hit sometimes.
Yeah, and preferably also not a man hitting a woman.
Right, didn't age well.
So you're a knight, are you? Shouldn't you be mad at Sanji?
No.
Not in this patriarchy. Well, it seemed like his play is working on Utena so far, with respecting him more.
You were right there when it happened. Yes.
Alright, so we might have our animal that's gonna fall on Nanami. And get her a ring somehow? Oh, getting fancy with a straw cheat. More flashback.
I'm into this cat content. I also love that even as an 8-year-old, Toga had the voice of a grown man.
Yeah, I don't think it's changed. Well, you gave her quite a complex here, Toga. Is he shirtless out there? Yeah, kind of.
そこまでしなくても。
ものことがあったらナナミはキスはしてくださらないんですか。
Why are we doing this?
Don't like it.
するはずないよ。子供じゃあるまいし。
I would try to be more forceful about the no if I was him, but I guess it's a tough situation.
I'm not missing anything culturally. It is pretty blatant what's happening here, right?
Yeah, Utena in the one episode is like, what? Isn't that her brother? It might be a thing about like rich kids or something. Maybe it's more common. Being removed from, or like royalty and stuff, you know.
って言って誕生パーティーだったのか。知りませんでしたか。知ってたの。はい。
Oh, you could have told me.
I don't like his scheming.
Also, is the cat she had the present right here? It's gonna be a mirror image of.
That's what sets. That's what sets Nanami off.
She'll probably be mad. Yeah, she already hates Arthur.
何がおかしいんだよ。
いや、死刑持ってね。
バカにしてるね。
いや、君が来てくれた。
Wow. Lots of slap action. This episode.
もうよせよ。
お兄様も違う。あれはウテナ様をいじめないでサイオン
Here comes another slap. Yep.
God damn.
何するんだ。お兄様は絶対渡さない。
I never thought of this till now. Okay. So I wasn't even seeing the presumable cat in the present that set her off. It was just Utena style.
俺が甘やかしたせいかな。ナナミはお兄ちゃんかな。
Yeah,
Does she?
don't say.
世界で一番だ。全員ダボハゼ同然。
ミキか。やつだ。
Oh yeah, he did say that.
の時だ。ナナミのやつ。自分はプレゼントはいつの間にかいなくなってしまったけれど、あれが一番嬉しい。
私そびれてしまって。
よせよこいつ。
猫は起きら。
ありがとう。最高のプレゼントだ。
Oh my god.
あっち行ってろよ。
リンゴ取るの手伝って。
She did something to the cat. I have a feeling now.
ねえお兄様。
うるさい
Oh
な。
my god, did she? We saw the box
Certainly
next to a.
is setting up that way.
ふざけてるだけだ。あっち行ってろよ。
He just said it disappeared one
あ
day.
んたが悪い。
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we saw the box.
Seats next to a body of water.
お兄様はナナミだけのものなんだ。
Yeah, I didn't exactly clock that before. Yeah.
やめるんだ、ナナミ。分かっているのか。逃げたりしないでしょ。
Here comes the duel challenge.
君だって西園寺みたいに大河。
学園には学園のルールがください。
お兄様。
学園で決闘を許されし者の唯一の。
まさかナナミ君もデュエリスト。
Yeah, Mickey, you didn't figure it out like I did. There's not that many main characters.
受けてもらえるね。
Statistically.
子猫拾
All
って
right,
きたの。
here's a Greek
なんてお名前
chorus.
つけようかしら。玉なんかどうかしら。
This one's more
こんな
direct
平
than
凡すぎる
normal.
わ。変わった玉。にゃ。玉。だから違うわよ。名前ないかしら。可愛らしくて覚えやすい。おいで、ジュリアンってば。
Here's your favorite part of any duel episode.
Oh my god. Can we not just skip the next minute and a half? How much of this do we have? It's so.
The people watching at home want us to see every part of the episode, Eric. Don't even think about it. And we're gonna get the words by the end of the series and be singing along. I do know that, at least I know the end is Moshiko, Nishiko, Shiko. Okay, maybe I don't have that right, but it's in that kind of cadence. So let's talk about the upcoming duel while this is playing out. I mean, there's no way that Nanami gets the first dub off Utena, is there? That'd
Does
be
she,
quite the
though?
upset.
Does
Maybe
she,
because
though?
we're not expecting it. Maybe.
And then Toga finally gets the Rose Bride and the power because he knows when it's his turn to duel and it's Nanami who has the ring or the Rose Bride or whatever. He knows she would never hurt him.
True, that's very true.
It's all a part of his scheme.
But how's he gonna help her beat Utena?
Good question.
Well, Well, for Anthony's sake, I definitely don't hope I definitely hope she doesn't have to become the bride of Nanami here.
We just had this outfit prepared.
目障りなのよあんたたち勝負よ天井打てな気高き城のバラよ世界を
And also kick Nanami again. Going right for it. Oh, she's talking to me directly right now.
ずっとお兄様だけを見つめてきたのよお兄様のことな様の武術この指輪だって私の王とそんなことはない
That was quick.
I mean, that makes sense. Frankly.
勝負あったね
I can't believe we had to go through 2.5 minutes.
Are you allowed to do this? No, right? This is more Sanji.
いけません負けです
Oh, okay.
知らないわそんな
No,
こ
no.
と
Okay.
She hurt her own brother by mistake here or something.
こんな戦い意味がない
そこまだ
Not again. Okay.
Maybe she'll just let it go.
It's her as a child.
Nope. Nope.
あんたが悪いんだよ勝つはお兄様ません
バカなやつもうお前が戦う必要なんてないんだお前は
お兄様ごめんなさいごめんなさいたまには兄貴らしいこともするんだな
黙って見ていられないんだ王子様の差がだねこれでデータは揃ったディオスの力この俺が必ず
Saying this was part of his plan, but the data. So at the end they're saying about the data was gathered. Was he just trying to see as many people against Utena as possible before having the fighter himself?
Right. That's a classic lyric that a lot of these shows will play, right? He's a fighter who's so analytical and just has to see his opponent fight first.
But why did he need to see her fight Nanami? Because if that was part of the plan to get Sanji expelled and then get Nanami on, what was the difference there? Obviously the worst fighter out of all of them, probably.
I'm assuming he more wanted to see the Prince power come into focus.
Okay, but it didn't in that fight, right? We didn't see the Prince.
It
show
did
up or
briefly.
anything.
The
it did.
specter of the Prince didn't come down and help her, but we saw like his cape spinning up in the air like a rose blooming.
Oh, the white thing in the middle like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess I never, because I've noticed that before. Maybe I didn't. For some reason I've been thinking that's just like a little transition thing or something, or not supposed to be the Prince. But that would make sense, okay.
It very much seems like it.
Yeah, well, despite this being an Nanami episode, and I guess I was right that she would be in the student council replacement. It was not a typical Nanami episode that we've been used to so far, that's really silly and everything and absurd. This was a pretty serious one. More flashbacks. She is basically like a little Cersei Lannister, honestly. You should look at her.
Yeah, but she's not a cool character. That's her only thing.
She acts like her in many ways, though, including as a sociopathic young child as well. I mean, Toga, like we were saying, you should stop her from doing this, but I guess he doesn't care, or he wants to use her and everything, or I don't know. Does he have any? Is he completely gone in terms of just being only, machinations and everything, or does he actually care for Nanami at all? Does he
I think
actually
it could
like
probably be
kittens
both, right?
or whatever? He could be. I'm just wondering, if that what we think, because he does seem to legitimately. Well, he did. I guess when he was a kid, he was legitimately liking the cat and everything, and then that's why she took it away again. But
Yeah. I mean, he clearly feels he has a destiny, and so he's one of those characters like Ben from Lost, who like, I don't care what bad shit I do, I'm gonna get my reward.
yeah, he's a little bit like that. You're right, because he had a lot of that character had his machinations and everything too. That got pretty crazy, right? If I recall.
Man, I haven't thought about Lost in a long time. Anyway.
Well, that's our Lost rewatch series coming up next. I don't know.
God damn it.
So, Utena this time, she was pretty upset by what happened, I guess, or she... Obviously, like I was kind of saying during it, what Toga was doing did work on her, it seemed like. It is softening her to him as well.
It is.
Even though we don't know what the whole thing is yet, other than wanting to get the power. If there is anything besides that, his plan seems to be working across the board right now. Will Nanami actually get in the way of it at some point? I could see something like that happening. With her, love for him or whatever, screwing things up somehow.
She keeps trying, right?
Yeah. He was just going to do what Sanji did and try to kill Utena anyway, seemingly. Even outside of the duel and everything.
Right, she's getting more and more serious.
So Slapwatch 2021 was on and popping this episode. Utena and Anthy both got it. Utena multiple times. I mean, I guess it was all handed out by Nanami, right?
Yeah, but she was definitely batting 4,000. What is the...
Yeah, I don't know. If it was a slap duel that she would have won rather than a fencing duel. Probably. Yeah, more slaps handed out by her than cats as presents in to Toga in this episode. Speaking of which, are your cats hanging around? I mean, it was a big cat-heavy episode.
Yeah, well, those right here. You can't
make
see
an
it,
appearance
right
on the video? No? Okay.
Oh, she's just sleeping. She's sleeping in a corner that's dirty, so I'm not going to lift the camera over. But yeah, I've got an eyeless black cat that just kind of hangs around.
Mm-hmm. Wait, completely eyeless or has one eye, right?
No eyes.
No eyes.
Xander has one eye.
Xander's got the one eye, okay. Both female cats, even though you named one after the male character in Buffy, is that correct?
Well, yeah, it's 2021, so...
Yeah, no judgment on it, I'm just...
yeah, they're both girls. They're both little ladies.
So Xander is like a Utena wanting to be a prince. Well, not that would only make sense if Xander on Buffy was a prince, which is not the case, so... I can't force that parallel in. Yeah, I mean, this episode was pretty direct. Like, there wasn't a whole lot outside of the main plot here.
There was cat violence, and that's not okay.
Yeah, that was part of the main plot and the flesh and the character development or building. So we know for real that Nanami really is pretty psycho here. If we didn't get that sense already, which I guess it could be hard to get a sense when some of her other episodes are doing all that silly.
Right. It was like purposely disarming, but like she will literally do anything to have sex with her brother.
Yeah, or get his affection in whatever way. She only asked for a kiss this time. Hopefully she won't want anything further, but we'll see. That'll about do it for this one then. Please, as usual, leave comments below if you have anything interesting to say, even if you don't have anything interesting to say. Comment anyway, we'd love to see it. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already here. And yeah, we'll be back next day on Monday for episode 11, which is called
Gracefully Cruel, the one who picks that flower.
Oh boy, that's a long one, so I'm gonna fit on the YouTube title. Well, we'll worry about that next week. Anyway, until then, we'll be up out of here. Peace.
もう寝るとしよう。